day was about creating a day for us to do what we had to do 20 years ago. Find a place to come together, to see ourselves in one another. Come together to share. Come together to build community. Come together to be inspired by one another, to have the courage to demonstrate that New Orleans was coming back, but she was coming back better. And 20 years later, we are still standing, and we are still New Orleans.
The thing with commemorations is that they're not just symbolic. What commemorations do is they solidify a narrative. And I think we're a city that knows better than anyone that narratives can be leveraged to push certain points of views and agendas. And so how well we remember has real consequences for our politics, our investments, and our lives. So it's incredibly important to remember, and to remember in a way that honors the multitude of voices and experiences that are part of the story.
I think today is more about not only awareness and remembering, but awareness and what it is that they're implementing and they're going to put in place going forward, so that should another storm like this happen, to better prepare our people, to better position them in such a way that they can get access to the resources necessary so that they can start the road to recovery faster than we had access to when Katrina hit 20 years ago.
We have all we need. It just has to be utilized and managed properly. So I think we'll get there eventually, but if we're looking for New Orleans to be what it once was, it will never be. And it's not that it was intended for it to be. Change is necessary for growth.
I think in life you have to realize that you can't take anything for granted. So it can be all here today and gone tomorrow.
It's important just to be optimistic and look toward the future, because everyone had a chance to live somewhere else if you wanted to, because you were outside the city. The fact is, we all came back to rebuild for family, to rebuild for community, to rebuild because we enjoy our city. So why not be optimistic about the future while being realistic about it?
I think I live my life every day to be a daughter of New Orleans and make sure that our culture stay alive.
I was one of the people who was high-fiving, but the reporters in the French Quarter were saying New Orleans dodged a bullet. And so we thought we were safe. We thought we were okay. And then the water started to rise and rise and rise. And so we knew that we were in the midst of a mega disaster. So what we saw was poverty broadcast live before our eyes. We saw people who did not have means and resource. We saw pain, we saw death, but we also saw humanity, people helping each other, people in boats pulling each other forward, trying to make sure if they had water that you had water too, or if they had bread, you had bread too. And so it was an exercise of us being our neighbor's keeper, but it was certainly a traumatic situation. It took us to our knees, but we're resilient people and we're still standing 20 years later.